We want to play a little bit of a mini game, really, we've been doing for the podcast and stuff. It's just called First Time, Last Time. Very straightforward. I say something, you say the first time it happened and the most recent time. Couldn't be simpler. Let's start off nice and easy with the first album you ever bought and the most recent album you ever bought or are streaming, because it's 2018.
Okay. Oh, God, I think Among the Living by Anthrax was the first one I bought.
Nice.
And the last album I bought... It's a long time ago,
yeah,
because I stream everything.
I was going to say, what are you listening to streaming-wise now? I will allow a streaming answer for the most recent
so
one.
Eclectic, you know. I mean, I listen to a drum and bass band called Bad Company UK because I like that kind of high-energy music. The latest Foo Fighters album, I love that.
Great.
After seeing them live, you know, one of the best bands I've seen live for a long time.
Yeah, amazing record. How about yourself?
First album I ever bought was Metallica's Black Album. So yeah, had obviously a massive impact on my life. Last album I bought, honestly can't remember because it's been a while since I bought a record, as it is 2018, as you said.
Very true.
I've been streaming Churches a lot lately.
Oh, that's a great record, isn't it? That's a really cracking little album.
Yeah, I'm just slowly still discovering new music, you know, and Churches is one of my favourites right now.
Fantastic. All right, let's do gig next. What was the first gig you ever went to, and the most recent gig you went to that you weren't on the bill for, please?
Oh, God.
Well, okay, officially the first gig I went to was probably when I was about 6 with my mum to see Gene Pitney at the Birmingham Hippodrome.
Wow.
But I'm not into Gene Pitney anymore. He's a sellout now, you know. I'm not into Last gig I went to was Def Leppard at the Albert Hall.
Oh, cool.
And it was great because I could sing Let's Get the Rock Out of Here without feeling like a wanker.
Yeah, man.
Very good. All right, first gig.
First gig I ever went to was Meatloaf at Cardiff Motorpoint Arena.
Brilliant.
Great show. It was my first experience of live music, and it was Meatloaf in an arena.
Yeah.
So I can imagine it was pretty.
That's a pretty
big
high
deal.
standard to start with as well. That's a show.
Super high
right
production, super slick show, super amazing sound.
Ace.
Last gig I went to, I honestly can't remember. I don't honestly. You know what? Our life is such a blur that I can't even remember the last gig I went to, which I wasn't part of.
I'll tell you what, that I'll allow then. What was the last band you remember watching, like at a festival or something? Who have you checked out at a festival recently?
The last band. Well, it's the one that it's not the last band I've seen probably, but the most memorable in the last 12 months was Muse at Reading.
Oh yeah, I mean they always put on a show, don't they?
What a night, man! I was completely off my rocker as well. I let my hair down and partied hard with my friends and watched Muse, and it was just the most amazing night ever.
Fantastic.
They're one of my favourite bands, you know. So.
Oh yeah, they're fantastic. Always have been. Let's go with first song you ever learned to play, and the most recent song by somebody else you learned to play. Yeah, big questions. Big questions.
I guess it was Ride the Lightning by Metallica. Pretty close with Hot for Teacher by Van Halen.
Ah, okay.
And the last song I learned to play?
I know it's always a tricky one. But have you ever heard anything recently and gone, oh, I wonder how that goes? Just sit there, figure it out for yourself.
Oh, funny enough, Hot for Teacher again.
Oh, okay.
A pop out answer, man. You liar.
All right. Let me have a think. What was I jamming the other day? Some new Bullet songs.
Yeah, that so doesn't
count, does it?
Just
Shit.
well, that is a cop-out in the biggest way. All right, come on. First song you ever... Massive cop-out. We'll just have to move on. First song you ever learned to play, man?
Well, there was multiple bits of songs.
Okay.
I learned to play guitar just by putting on Metallica records.
Yeah.
So I just picked up things that made sense with the sound of guitar as I was hitting certain notes during that certain song.
Right, okay.
So
any particular ones you can remember? Is it Black Album again? We're talking...
Yeah, and I went in reverse. I got into Metallica because of the Black Album, and
Sure.
then went backwards, basically. But I think one of the first songs I learned to play all the way through of them was Welcome Home Sanitarium.
Right, cool.
So yeah, the last one I learned to play, it was probably... I think it's called. Is it Someone Like You, Kings of Leon? Someone Like You.
You Somebody. Yeah. That's the one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I've been messing around on acoustic a lot lately and just kind of figuring out just cool stuff to play.
Man, that would sound good if we got a really nice heavy cover from you guys of You Somebody.
Yeah,
that's what to think of for the future. I like that a lot. All right, let's do slightly stupider ones to finish. Let's do first and most recent kiss. How about that? Let's do that. First kiss,
We're
most
talking
recent
romantic kiss.
you can interpret it however you would like.
I'm assuming my mum would have been my first kiss.
Oh,
if that was the case.
Okay, that's very true. There is an inherent flaw in the question if that's what you're going with. Yeah. All right, first kiss you can actually remember then, I suppose. Can you remember your mum first? Or?
God.
I know, it's tricky.
Ooh.
You don't have to name names, by the way. We can just have a vague summation.
Yeah, I can remember. It was, when I was obviously a teenager, all the usual cliches, and it just tasted of fags, if I remember right. And kind of put me, there's a tongue and some cigarette smoke involved.
Lovely.
Female.
I think we've all been there.
And last kiss?
Last kiss was my mum, because it was her birthday the other day.
Oh, bless. Very sweet.
No tongues.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Jason's mum.
Happy birthday, Mum, for the other day.
Let's go with the romantic route. I think it was a girl called Michelle, who I was in school with. I think I was 13 at the time. We went to a disco, and we ended up necking, as we call it in Wales.
Michelle.
Yeah, necking Michelle.
Sup, Michelle? If you're watching this, he remembers. Don't worry.
You could have won.
All right, most recent.
The most recent was when I was in Wales 2 days ago, visit my parents, and it was my mum as we said goodbye.
This is what good boys. Very, very sweet.
Love our mums.
Very
Absolutely.
sweet. Loving their mums. All right, last one, and I will say, don't incriminate yourselves, obviously, but this is the first time you did something illegal and the most recent time you did something illegal. And bear in mind, the interpretation can be, we've had people say, like, I used hairspray in boots instead of buying it. It can be as innocuous as that.
Okay.
So, yeah, have a think.
First time would be probably when I was about proper illegal. Would probably be doing some shoplifting in Woolies when I was about 10. Good old shoplifting.
What did you go for?
Pick and mix.
Of course, it's pick and mix.
You just put a couple in your mouth and a couple in your pocket. And
yeah, smart move.
You weigh half of it and you eat the rest on the way to the till.
Like that's a system. That's a full pick and mix shoplifting
It
system.
doesn't feel illegal, but it feels right, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does feel right.
It's
And it's the most delicious way of breaking the law.
It's very true.
And the last time would be again on the Wales trip when I was doing over the speed limit in my car.
Well, briefly, I hope. Briefly.
Yeah, like 71, tops.
Okay. That's all right. That's more than acceptable. No, I mean not, but you know what I mean. We got it. All right, come on, Jason.
I did something illegal was I was about 8, and my mother had told me off for something, and I took a 6-inch nail and stabbed all the tyres in her Mini. And I only told her recently.
Well, we've got from pick and mix to stabbing tyres.
I just don't know how I got away with it.
Yeah, man.
That's actually evil.
Yeah, it was.
I have flumps and you have nails in tyres.
Yeah.
That's just not the same, is it?
Yeah, not quite the same level. Not quite the same. All right, most recent then. Most recent.
I think it was just something really tame comparatively, like in a restaurant in America, and I didn't pay for the coffee.
Yeah.
Rubbish, really.
Well, if they didn't bill you, it's not your fault.
Well,
there you
that's
go.
they didn't ask, so.
Yeah, there you go. Stroll on out. Note for all the waiters out there.